Cornhole Nation, the final chase is just 1 week away. I'm going to have the airmail king himself, Jimmy McGuffin, on the show this week, as well as give you guys all the details about the final chase that you need. This is the ACL Throwdown. Yes, Jimmy McGuffin is going to be on the show this week. He's going to be talking about his huge win back in Arizona at the Bag Brawl, as well as what it's like to play with Josh Lunsford, as well as his expectations and his goals for the rest of the season. But first, my hashtag Trey's Takes. We got to talk about the final chase and the Pro Invitational. Next week is going to be the biggest week for Cornhole of the entire year. We have our fourth national as well as that Pro Invitational tournament, and we're going to give you all the things you need to be watching for. First, on Wednesday, we're going to kick it off with our Pro Doubles tournament. We'll play that tournament all the way down to the last four teams, get to our 4-team playoff, pause action until the next day. Next day, Thursday, we're going to kick off with our women's doubles tournament. And then towards the end of the women's doubles tournament, we are going to start our Devour Man of the Year tournament. 32 male ACL pros. We're going to bring them down just one round into our last 16 players. So you can go to iPlayACL.com/devour. There's still time to vote for who you think is going to win. Get a chance to win free pizza for a year if you pick the right player, as well as compete in our bracket challenge. Check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for a chance to win the bracket challenge. If you win the bracket challenge, you're going to get a sweet Devour customized jersey. And if you get a perfect bracket, you're going to win an all expenses paid trip to a national or special event in the 2020 season. So a lot on the line there, so make sure you go check that out. After the first round of our Devour Man of the Year competition, we're going to roll right into our live ESPN2 broadcast. We're going to be taking place right after the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. We're going to be showing pro doubles and women's doubles. It's going to be our highest rated and most watched broadcast all year long, so make sure you tune into that. And where's a better place to watch than our official watch party partner? You can go to a Buffalo Wild Wings, snap a picture of yourself watching the ACL Pro Invitational for a chance to get free entry into the $10,000 Crew Cup Shootout at the 2019 ACL Championships. So just by snapping a picture, get yourself to a Buffalo Wild Wings, take a picture watching the Pro Invitational, use the hashtag ACL Watch Party, and you got a chance, you and your team, any three other people that you want, to get to the 2019 ACL Championships with a free entry into that $10,000 event. So thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings for that. After our broadcast, we'll have some other tournaments. Going into Friday, of course, we'll have our second broadcast, which is the actual ACL Pro Invitational. So that first watch party is just going to be for our pro doubles and our women's doubles. Then on Friday, we'll have our Pro Invitational. Earlier in the day, we'll play down from 12 to 8 players on the ACL Digital Network. And then our final 8 teams will compete on the ESPN2 recorded broadcast. Again, voting ends June 30th for the Pro Invitational fan vote winners, so there's still time to vote for your favorites there. Then, of course, the last day, the 6th, so on Saturday, we're going to end the weekend with our advanced singles, just like we normally do, and see who emerges as a winner at that last national. Of course, next week is, like I said, the biggest event and the biggest highest ratings, most watched event. I mean, it's truly going to be incredible. All of it taking place at the Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut. That's all I got for my Trey's takes this week. Let's get to my conversation with the airmail king himself, Jimmy McGuffin, and he can talk about how excited he is for this big next week.
ACL Pro and Airmail King, the King of the Air Show, Jimmy McGuffin on the show this week. Jimmy, I am so excited for this conversation. Thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with me this week, and I'm just going to jump right into it, man. That performance that you had at the Bag Brawl back in Arizona was just unbelievable. I mean, what were you feeling during that tournament? I mean, did you just know you were going to perform like that, or did it kind of come out of nowhere?
Well, it just kind of come out of nowhere. I mean, when we got out there practicing, I started hitting the airmails, and I was afraid that it getting dark outside, and the humidity. I was thinking of that, and I was thinking the boards are going to get sticky. So best thing for me to do is just go straight for the hole, not try to slide. And that was that was what I was going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And so just for a lot of people that don't know, how often would you say you adopt that strategy? Is that something that you're used to doing? When you go to a tournament, if they start to stick up, I mean, do you immediately switch to that airmail?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do. I do it a lot. I mean, the guys around here, they all know. I mean, it was no surprise to them what I done there. I mean, I have thrown better. That was good, but I have thrown a lot better. I missed some airmails that I shouldn't have missed.
I love it. Setting the standards as high as they can possibly go for yourself. I absolutely love it. But like I said, it was definitely a pleasure. It was a big win for you guys, and that has gotten you a spot in this Pro Invitational. And so I know you're looking to do that again. You were telling me before the call, you got yourself your own little traveling, posse almost. Your family are telling me about, what's it like to have the support of these friends and families that are now traveling with you to these different nationals?
It is great. I mean, you dream of playing this good and having people to cheer you on and all, but that was pretty good. We was really tickled. My mom and dad, I got some aunts and uncles that are going, some friends that are going to Connecticut. I mean, we're going to have a pretty good crowd there too, so I hope everything goes well there also.
Yeah, the dog pound is going to be barking loud, as
for sure.
As your partner Josh Lunsford would say. And so, that kind of leaves me, you and Josh, it's just such an interesting relationship that you guys have. I almost think of it like a father-son type relationship. He's out there having fun, and I can see it in your eyes. You want him to have some fun, but there's a line that I know you're not wanting him to cross. So give me a little bit more info. What's that relationship like with you and Josh?
Well, where do I start? I'm just kidding. He's a great guy. He's a great partner, a great friend. Yeah, there is a line. I mean, that's why I said I don't want him not to have fun, but we can have fun after this is over. Once the tournament is over, we can have fun. I want to concentrate, want to be focused, and want to play our best when we're there. Once it's over, he can drink and have all the fun he wants. But he's a good guy. I know it does seem different. He's 25 and I'm 52, but we have a pretty good team.
Yeah, I'd say so for sure. I mean, and I just find it so interesting. I honestly think Josh plays up to any competition when he plays alongside you. There are times in singles where he doesn't look like the same player, but you put him on a doubles team with Jimmy McGuffin, and all of a sudden he turns into this wife beater. And so I think he really looks up to you, and it's always interesting to watch you two compete. So looking forward to the rest of this season, we have the Pro Invitational, we have the championships at the end of the year. What do you want to accomplish? What's left in the tank? What's left on the to-do list for Jimmy as well as Jimmy and Josh?
Well, I mean, our goal is, just take one round at a time, one game at a time. And, just try to stay focused, keep playing the way we play. And, I mean, if we can do that, we can keep on winning. I mean, just because we won this one don't mean we're done. We got more. Don't be surprised if you see us back on that stage.
Yeah, and you know what? I know there's plenty of people rooting for you. The dog pound's going to be barking. People want to see that air show again. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate you taking some time to chat this week. It's all the time that we've got. Good luck in Connecticut. Good luck in King of Prussia, and I can't wait to see you guys compete again.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to thank our sponsors, Samite Painting, Perfect Air, Mid-Atlantic Cornhole, Jock Sports Bar. I'd like to thank all of them. Without this help, their help, a lot of this wouldn't be possible to keep traveling to all of these. It takes a lot of money to be able to go and play and stay and have fun, but we're doing it.
You are absolutely doing it. Not only doing it, you're killing it as well. Jimmy, thanks for taking the time, and good luck.
Thank you, Trey.
Man, if there was an airmail school taught by Jimmy McGuffin, I promise you I would be enrolled. Thank you, Jimmy, for sitting down and chatting with me this week on the ACL Throwdown. Of course, next week, like I said, the final chase, the last national of the season, but also the 2019 ACL Pro Invitational. 4 ACL Pro teams are going to get a bid to that Pro Invitational based on your votes. So make sure you go to iPlayACL.com, click on the News tab, and scroll all the way to the bottom to the ACL Pro Invitational voting, and vote for your favorite ACL Pro team, and they can be one of the 12 that competes for $25,000 in cash prizes. So voting ends June 30th. You're running out of time. Get your votes in. That is all the time that we got this week. Of course, we'll see you guys next week at the final chase. No ACL Throwdown next week, but of course the following week we will recap all of the action from that 4th and final national. For the American Cornhole League, this has been Trey Ryder. We'll see you guys at the final chase.